Hey guys, it's your girl Ash. If you're new to my channel, what's up? So today I have a review for you guys. I'm going to be reviewing a foundation. Aside from the review, I am going to be showing you guys how it applies, how my skin is, how it wears. So let's go ahead and get started. The foundation I'm going to be reviewing is this one. This is the Maybelline Superstay 24-hour foundation. This is in the shade 120, which is classic ivory. I noticed that most of the drugstore foundations, that's kind of my shade, and I'm sorry, my dog wants to be playful again. So if you hear my dog play in the background, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna let him be. It is what it is. I just hope it doesn't distract you or annoy you. But anyways, this foundation retails for $11.99. That's what I found on the Maybelline website. Depending where you purchase it, it can go a little bit up. Highly doubt it can go a little bit down, but that's the starting price, $11.99. The foundation claims to be full coverage, which is a plus because I am a full coverage kind of gal. And it says that it can last up to 24 hours. Now, that's a very specific, high expectation, you can say, because we do have a lot of people who work over 8 hours and you want a foundation that's gonna last and really, stay. So this is what we're working with. If you kind of look at my skin, the lights might be a little bit bright right now, but I do have more of like the pink face, you can say. I have a lot of redness. I have like a couple bumps around my face. I have some old acne scars and everything like that. So I just really want you to take a good look at my, face before, and then we'll do the after. I never apply foundation without primer unless I totally forget, and that's like almost never the case. So I will be applying primer for this specific review. This is the e.l.f. Putty Primer. I believe I'm saying that wrong, but this is supposed to be the matte one. Now, I know you're probably like, why are you using a matte primer? Like that is gonna, make it a little bit different for reviewing because it's matte, but honestly this isn't extremely matte. I've tried other primers that are like really matte, so this one's okay. It's not gonna be like, it's not really gonna, not that it's not gonna do much, but it's not really gonna interact with like the review of this foundation, if that makes sense. Ronaldo says, you get it? You got that? Good. I went ahead and I applied my concealer just because I don't want to drag out my concealer. I'm not going to be putting any highlight either. I don't want to put anything on my face that will go ahead and make me a little bit shiny or give too much texture to my skin. So as you can see, I applied concealer, but right literally underneath the eye. I didn't want to drag it down and do, the crazy stuff that we normally do. If you're wondering what I use, I did use the Maybelline brightening concealer, and then I used this NARS concealer in vanilla. But anyways, let's get to the foundation. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and apply half of the face using a brush and half of the face using a sponge, just to kind of see application wise too. Something cool about this foundation, you guys, because when I've used it once before, but it was for like a quick drugstore full face video that I did. So if you guys haven't checked that out, make sure to check the description box. But I was trying to do this with it, and then when I opened it up, I was like, oop, did I break it? I didn't realize that it was a pump. So I'm loving the fact that this has a pump. I remember back then all the foundations from drugstore was just like, it was a bottle that you had to twist and then it would spill everywhere. It was so annoying, but thank God this one has a pump. Now, I know that this foundation says that it's full coverage, but even then I feel like I'm still going to use lots of, pumps. That's just me. I know some of y'all are minimal, but I'm extra. Remember that. Anyways, I'm using this brush here. This is from the BoxyCharm. I got this during the time that I had the BoxyCharm subscription, but due to COVID, I decided to cut that off, trying to save money where I can. But we're going to go ahead and apply this with the brush. Doing tapping methods right now. Not tapping methods right now. As you guys can see, I feel like this color is pretty decent on me. But I'm just going to start blending this in. Remember the marks that I have on my carita. This is what it looks like right now when I use just one pump. I still need to put some on my forehead, so I didn't finish that. But I feel like the coverage here is pretty good. I need a little bit more here because I can see some of the redness coming through. But let me go ahead and do, I only need like half a pump, so just very little for the forehead area. Es que yo tengo una cara muy grande, muy grande. This is the foundation on half of my face, and this is using, again, just the brush. I do feel like the coverage is actually pretty nice. I very little see, a few of my imperfections coming through still, I can go ahead and probably do a second layer and cover a little bit more. But I personally know that once I apply powder, it's gonna kind of conceal a little bit more. That's just me. And I do have like sunspots on my forehead, and I don't know if you guys saw that I covered it pretty well. I still see it just a little bit, but I'm not, you know, minding the fact that it's not like up 100% gone. But I do feel like if I did another layer, it would probably cover it. But let's go ahead and do the sponge on this side. The sponge that I'm using, I can't remember the name of the brand, but I did get this at Target. It's like a microfiber sponge. Right now, it's like my go-to sponge. And it was only like $4 or $5, something like that. But anyways, I'm going to use the bottom side of it. And I'm going to start tapping that into the skin. I definitely already, I don't know if it was because also it was a lot of product. Mind you that the sponge is a little bit damp, but I do see way more full coverage on this side already. And that is just using this sponge. So it's pretty interesting. Now I'm done applying on this side using the sponge. Right away I can tell you that I have more full coverage on this side. And I was able to apply it all with just one pump. The other side of my face, it took 2 pumps, but this one only used 1. So I think that was actually pretty interesting how that worked, because I feel like most of the time people believe that when you use a sponge, the sponge soaks up the product, right? But I feel like this one doesn't. That's why I kind of like it. But interesting. It's just interesting. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another pump. But I'm going to try to even out because I feel like I have more coverage on this side than I do on this side. So I just need to kind of like even it out a little bit. This is what my face looks like once I did, you know, try to even it out. I don't know if you guys can see the difference, but I do feel like now I'm a little bit more even, more full coverage. So this is just me with the foundation, no powder on, nothing else. Well, the concealer underneath the eyes, but this is the skin right now. I do know that I can maybe blend this out a little bit more to the neck, but I'm a little lazy, not gonna lie. I know you're probably like, oh my god, it's just the neck, but it is what it is. Listen, this is what it looks like. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be right back to show you guys how it looks and how I layer and everything. So I didn't really feel like doing much to my makeup today. I wanted to keep it pretty simple. I tried to do that whole foxy eye look thing, but I don't think it really worked out for me. But it is what it is, and I have places to be. I need to go. So just put some lashes on, eyeliner. But let's talk about the face, because that is what we are here for. So I did go ahead and set my face with a pressed powder, which is the Fit Me Poreless one, the translucent color. And then I did use the loose powder from Fit Me as well in the shade 10 to kind of set my under eye. So I used all Drugstore. I can tell you right now, I don't know if it's the lights here, because I'm also going to show you guys what it looks like outside when I record my phone, but I can already see like it's not completely matte on the forehead. I see a little bit of shine to my nose. I didn't apply any highlight here. And then on my cheeks here, I think this has to do with like the blush, but like right here in my pores here, I see a little bit of just, it's not 100% like matte. It's more of a satin finish. It just feels like I'm wearing foundation and nothing too crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what it looks like outside. And I'm also going to go just about my day. So it is currently 12:05. So I'll be checking in with you guys during the day. I'm going to try to last with this as much as I can. Obviously, it's a little bit later on in the day now, but let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so don't mind me because I'm in my car right now. I actually have to go pick up an order that I placed in Portals, and then I also have to go to Forever 21 and I have to go to Torrid. Now, I'm running late. Anyways, as you guys can see right now, I feel like the foundation actually looks pretty good, and it looks actually matte. I think it was the reflection from the lights that were hitting my face that I kind of felt like, oh my gosh, I look really oily right now, but it's fine. Right here in person right now, it looks good. My nose, the tip of my nose does look a little bit shiny. I don't know why. I didn't put any highlight, but it looks like I put a little bit of highlight there. But the rest of the face does look pretty nice and matte. I will say though, in certain lightings, I should have definitely blended my foundation down to my neck, pero me dio hueva. And que no te dé hueva. If you're getting ready, get ready. Don't get lazy. I'm just gonna go ahead and continue on with my day. It is 12:15. Let's go. It is currently 2:50, and I need a nap. I'm fighting so hard not to take a nap, but I want to take a nap. Actually, I wanted to check in with you guys because it's been, what, almost 3 hours since I put this on. All I did was go, and I didn't even really get off. Well, I got off my car a little bit, but not really. So I haven't really done too much, but I still want to check in and see what this is looking like. I know it's kind of hard to tell, you know, with the quality from phones, but I'm standing outside. But I'm standing by a mirror. On the phone right now, what I'm looking at, I look a little bit too, like the exposure's a little too high. I don't know how to adjust that. I don't know if I need to like tap the phone or something. Yeah, I don't know. But I look like I'm crazy oily kind of on the phone, but in person right now where I'm looking, I look good still. Can't complain. I still look good. So it's just the lighting and everything, but I'm looking good. So I might take a nap and I'll check in with you guys in a few hours. It's 6:40 right now, and I'm actually currently watching 365 Days, and the reason why I'm smiling is because I'm just like overwhelmed. If you've seen the movie, I think you understand what I'm saying. But anyways, my eyes, I just need to take these lashes off. Like my eye, look, it's like watering. I just can't deal with it anymore. I know some of you are gonna be bugging. I went to sleep, so I'm just gonna take this off right now, if you guys don't mind. And take these off. But let's go ahead and look at it. My eye is just like annoying, and then my dog won't stop barking. Give me one moment. Just went to go tell my dog to be quiet, and my mom is consoling him. Okay. Anyways, so I'm looking at myself, and obviously I'm looking very like glowy, very kind of greasy. I don't feel too disgusting just yet, but I for sure will tell you, yep, my forehead, my cheeks, I am looking pretty oily, but I'm not going to do anything about it because I want to see how it looks like later on today. So I'm still going to continue to wear this and see what happens, but let me go ahead and finish this movie real quick. And we are back. I know I'm looking crazy. It is currently 10:30 p.m. Oh my gosh. It's been 10.5 hours since I first kind of applied the foundation. Give a little bit more because, you know, I did apply the foundation. I finished up my makeup. But let's just say 10.5 hours. I know, my hair even says it all. It's been a day. I went to the store to get some pickup stuff. I went to go get food. I walked my dog. I took a nap. I watched 365 Days. So it wasn't like crazy busy, but this is the face right now. I'm just keep looking at myself over here in the monitor because I can't believe like this is how oily I look right now. Like this is intense. I mean, my forehead is shining bright like a diamond. And again, this is because I do have these like bright lights on right now. So they obviously reflect anything that has to do with like, you know, highlight glow situation. But I will say, let me see if I can get maybe a little bit closer. So obviously I look oily. But when I look at myself, I do notice that I actually don't have a lot of creasing happening. Because normally I have like where the foundation settles on like fine lines. And I don't really see that much separation. I do see it very, very tiny around my nose. And that usually always happens. But most of the time I have it like around this area. And around here I'll see it like patchy and build up. It just doesn't look all cute, you can say. And that's not really happening here. Obviously, like I said, I just look extremely, extremely oily. I think I could prevent this by, you know, absorbing some of the oil throughout the day. But the wear is still there, which is the interesting part of it. For it to be $11.99 and the fact that I still see, you know, full coverage is pretty interesting to me. I mean, the bronzer is still there. The foundation is still there. My concealer is still there. My eyebrows are still there. So that's pretty interesting. I kept putting my hand on my chin, so that's why there's a little bit of, you know, I removed some of the color from there. But yeah, I can't take myself seriously right now because of how oily I look. But if you guys found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell button to get notified whenever I upload new videos. Hit that like button. Lets me know what you guys like and don't like. Comment down below. Let me know. Are you guys going to try out this foundation? Have you guys? What are your thoughts on it? Any way that I can maybe make this like less oily for my face? Let me know. I love to interact with you guys. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. I posted a previews of when I'm filming and all that good stuff. And I just remembered that I did not talk about the shade ranges. They do have a decent amount of shade ranges too for a drugstore, so that's pretty cool. Just thought I should throw that out, however you say it. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!